Hey guys, welcome to the Bible in Context series. This is episode 14, which is Yirmeyahu or Jeremiah. Yirmeyahu means Yahuwah will rise up or Yahuwah will establish. So this is a major prophet and it speaks directly to the final years before the fall of Yerushalayim, which is Jerusalem. So Yirmeyahu is the one who wrote it, which is Jeremiah, and portions of this were recorded by his scribe Baruch. This is eyewitness prophecy during national collapse. So this was written during the final reigns of the kings of Yehudah, leading up to and including the destruction of Yerushalayim and the exile to Babel. So this takes place primarily in Yehudah and Yerushalayim, which is Judah and Jerusalem. And it has prophetic messages that are concerning surrounding nations and the coming exile. Okay, so what is Yirmeyahu all about? So this is about persistent warning and rejected repentance. This is a prophet calling back a stubborn nation back to covenant faithfulness. And why was it written? To warn that judgment was not random but covenantal, that idolatry and injustice has consequences, that false prophets were misleading the people, which we see today, and that restoration would come after the discipline. All right, so my simple outline, let me pull it up here. So the beginning is the call of Yirmeyahu and early warnings. The middle is increasing rebellion, false prophecy, and ignored warnings. And the end is the fall of Yerushalayim and prophetic hope beyond exile. And the key events that I have are Yirmeyahu's calling as a young prophet, public confrontations with false prophets, warnings about Babel's coming invasion, the destruction of Yerushalayim, the promises of restoration and a renewed covenant. All right, so my key verses, I have my own, you probably have yours, but the key verses that I personally chose, the first one is going to be Yirmeyahu 7 verses 23 and 24. Let's read it. Okay, so I'm going to read it right here. It says, "But this word I did command them, saying, Obey my voice, and I shall be your Elohim, and you be my people. And walk in all the ways that I've commanded you, so that it be well with you. But they did not obey or incline their ear, but walked in the counsels and the stubbornness of their evil heart, and went backward, not forward." So this is showing us that the root issue was refusal to obey. They just were like, nope, not today. I'm not going to do that. Sorry. I'm going to do whatever I want. Which again is how we see modern watered down Christians, how they behave today. I love Jesus so much, but I love bacon way more. Anyways, next verse is Yirmeyahu 23:16. And it says, "Thus said Yahuwah of hosts, do not listen to the words of the prophets who prophesy to you. They lead you astray. They speak a vision of their own heart, not from the mouth of Yahuwah." Y'all, this is exposing the dangers of false comfort. Do not fall into that trap. Always test everything by the word, which is what my Sabbath study was over. All right, next verse is Yirmeyahu 31 verses 31 through 33. It says, "See, the days are coming, declares Yahuwah, when I shall make a renewed covenant with the house of Yisra'el and with the house of Yehudah, not like the covenant I made with their fathers in the day when I strengthened their hand to bring them out of the land of Mizraim, Egypt, my covenant which they broke, though I was a husband to them, declares Yahuwah. For this is the covenant I shall make with the house of Yisrael after those days, declares Yahuwah. I shall put my Torah in their inward parts and write it on their hearts. And I shall be their Elohim, and they shall be my people." So this promises restoration that is rooted in internalized obedience, not abolition. So that is it. That is my Bible in context for Yirmeyahu. Stay tuned for the next one, which is Ezekiel, which is Ezekiel. Shalom.